I'm going to talk about why you should be on Medicare Supplement Plan F HD if you live in Florida. So stay tuned. Okay, now we're going to talk about Medicare Supplement Plan F HD. I'm Keith Armbrecht. I'm president of MedSup Savings, and I'm going to show you some very valuable information if you live in Florida. Now, this video is primarily for people that are already on Medicare supplement insurance, but it also will play into people that are just turning 65 as well. I'm going to show you how to get the best value out of your Medicare supplement plan. So we're going to talk very specifically about Medicare Plan F HD. And again, this is for Florida. There's a major difference in Florida that makes it a much better value. So if you're familiar with your different choices of Medicare plans, primarily the majority of people are on Medicare Plan F. When they came into Medicare at age 65, someone came along and sold them Plan F, which is 100% coverage, covers everything, but also has the highest premium. So there are reasons why you should consider other options, primarily FHD in Florida. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So if you see right next to Plan F here, there's an asterisk. Now that asterisk is for Plan F HD. I'm not really sure why they set it up this way to try and hide it from people, but it's a very viable option, and especially in Florida, and is super especially in South Florida. So I'm going to show you the math and how we get. And keep in mind, in order to change, once you're in Medicare, you need to be healthy. So it has to go through medical underwriting. If you have been in the hospital in the last couple of years, unfortunately, you're not likely going to be able to change. So you do need to be healthy. So if you are healthy, now is the time to really understand this and take into consideration your options. So I'm going to show you very specifically the math on Plan F HD. So let's assume you're currently on Plan F. And now we're looking at Miami. I use zip code 33125, a 68-year-old male, no tobacco. Now everything will be kind of relative. If it's a little older, a little younger, or tobacco or not tobacco, it'll kind of have the same differences. The numbers will just be a little bit different. But this is the base that I used for this comparison. So on the left here, we have Plan F. You obviously have a zero deductible, pays 100% right off the bat. The monthly premium, if you are on it right now, should be about $284 a month. Now, I used United Healthcare as my frame for this comparison. You may be paying more than that $284 a month. That comes out to $3408 annually. Now, if you look to the right, Plan F HD, the difference between Plan F and Plan F HD is that deductible, and that's what HD stands for, high deductible. It has a $2,180 deductible, certainly a high deductible. Why would anybody want a $2,200 deductible on their Plan F? Quite simply, your premiums drop tremendously. You can see the Plan F HD in Miami for a 68-year-old male, $81 a month. So it's $972. So take a look at the difference in the premium. $24.36 difference on the Plan F HD versus the Plan F. And you only have a $21.80 deductible. So you're going to save more than the deductible. But that's not really the value of it. The difference here is the difference between the $284 a month and the $81 a month. So if you have Plan F HD, you're going to pay yourself the difference instead of paying the insurance company. So if you are on Plan F, you're going to automatically guaranteed pay that $3408 annually to the insurance company. On HD, you're going to pay it to yourself. And if you do go into the hospital, then you will have it there to cover the deductible. If you do not go into the hospital, you're going to save that money. You're going to keep that money. And year after year, you're going to come out ahead with FHD. So that is the main understanding of how this works, to pay yourself instead of paying the insurance company. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever when you have this much difference in premium where it outweighs the deductible Certainly, I mean, absolutely, it's a no-brainer right there to be on Plan F HD. Now let's look at a couple other areas. Tampa. So we have the same scenario in Tampa. Zero deductible on Plan F. It's only $200 a month, so it's not as an expensive part of Florida as it is in South Florida. $2,400 annually. Plan F HD is $61 a month, $732 annually. The difference there is $1,668. That is still enough of a difference to make it worthwhile to shift to the HD plan. So the way to look at this is you have that $2,180 deductible. Would you pay $1,668 to insure yourself against that $2,200 exposure? Of course not. You would not pay. That's an outrageous ratio of risk to reward on covering that $2,200 exposure. So even in Tampa, it's a good deal. Orlando is similar to Tampa. Let's get back to South Florida. We're going to look at Boca Raton. So 33429 gets better in Boca Raton. So you have zero deductible on Plan F, $284 a month. And again, I believe that's United Healthcare is where you should be. You may very well be paying more than that $284. $3408 annually. FHD, $2,180 deductible. We know that drops our premium to $75 a month, from $284 to $75 a month, $900 annually. The difference is $2,508 in premium to cover a $2,180 deductible. It's simple math. There's nothing science about it. It's all about the math. Insurance is a game. We need to know how to play the game in order to tilt everything into our favor. Makes absolutely no sense to be on Plan F if you can get HD at $2,500 less. So there are other markets that are very similar, and even outside of Florida, similar, but sometimes not as good. And I'm happy to go over that with you, but you're going to need to call me, and I can get this done for you very easily. It's not complicated, again, as long as you're healthy. So we need to be healthy in order to be able to make a change once we're into Medicare. So please feel free to give me a call. I'd be happy to discuss it with you. I'll go over your options specifically, and then we can make a decision whether it makes sense for you. So I'm going to leave a little trailer to this video about my website and the resources that I have to offer. I have videos on just about everything Medicare. And if I can help, I'd be glad to. So have a fantastic day. I'm Keith Armbrecht, founder of MedSup Savings. I hope you'll find the information in this video very helpful and presented in an easy to understand format. Turning Medicare eligible is actually a very good thing. You'll likely find Medicare to be a much better alternative for your health insurance needs than what you may have had previously. But there are some choices. So I've created a Medicare Resource Center where I have a complete video library on everything Medicare. You'll also find all the necessary links and the guides and the forms that go along with them. So please, after this video, take just a few minutes to explore our Resource Center. You'll likely find everything that you need for Medicare. You can also get an immediate quote for your Medicare Supplement insurance. Just fill out your basic information and it will provide the rates for the plans that are available in your area. It would also be a really good idea to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you'll always have access to my videos and you'll get updates as they come along. So again, I hope you find this information very helpful, and please let me know if I can help.